was pretty impressive. Dan called down the back straight that these drivers out the back might have left it a bit late. Were you at all worried?
Yeah, I was definitely worried. They were really running down the back, and I was on the back of the 3 wide line that wasn't really going anywhere. So I was like, oh, we might not be able to get into this from here, but credit to the horse. He just kept following up, and got to the top of the straight, and he really let down and ran home really strong at the finish.
That was impressive.
Yeah, he was really good. He hasn't been very lucky his last couple of races, and he's been really good at home and got very keen in front tonight. But I think, racing in front over a mile is his go, and he had plenty left actually in the locker.
I've had this conversation with you before, but about how these horses just seem to let down and run. You were a passenger down the back straight. I could see there was he was just off and there was no reasoning at all, but you didn't reason with him. You just let him stride and held him as best you could.
Yeah, I didn't really want to fight with him. I wasn't in a position to actually fight with him. So I let him run, and he was strong enough on the line, which was good. Actually, he knocked off a bit, but then as soon as he heard the other horses come, he sort of really wanted to race them again, which is really good.
Did a little bit of work early out of the gate, and you'd be able to take the retake, and just sort of she went to sleep and did the rest for you after that.
Yeah, she's always, like from juvenile days, she's always had good speed off the arm, and it's a good asset to have. And yeah, I had to do a little bit to get across them, but she got a good trail thereafter, and she's a good racehorse, and I mean, hence the reason she's won the money she has. She's a great horse to do anything with, and got her share of ability to go with it.
It was an amazing finish, and you won quite easy in the end.
Yeah, she was really, well, you say easy, I didn't one, but she was really good. I probably should have, got her rolling a little bit down the back, and but she really lifted when the other ones sort of got a bit tired, so she was really, really good tonight.
Saw you go for the ears, turning for home just prior to straightening, and I think you expected her to spark, and Chris went straight past you on Spinner's Boy, got that half length in front of you, and wasn't finding a lot at all, was she?
No, not really at that point, but then, like I said, when the other one sort of got a bit tired, she really, really lifted, and, big credit to Paul and Kari. They do a great job, and I'm really grateful to get the drive.
Joe, it looked a nice barrier draw on paper, but I'm tipping after about 400 metres, you're thinking, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, I was about to turn around and go back home. I thought, oh, Jesus, from all times you sort of get a soft trip and you get shoveled back 3 back, and the leader stops, and I turned around and had a look, and there was no one behind me, and I said, oh, Jesus, this is no good. So I stuck on the fence, and a gap came, and she took it, and she just rattled home, mate. She's just getting better and better with racing. More racing she's having, better she's getting. A bit of like a nice red. Older he gets, better he gets.
Greg, that was a very good win, very tough win. Sort of looked at the top of the straight, you might have been under a little bit of pressure and wake him up, and then once Bernie got up the inside of him, he found again and ended up doing it pretty good on the line.
Yeah, very casual sort of horse. He's, a big fella, as you can see, and covers the ground quite well. He's a nice gaited horse, but he's a bit stop-starty in the run at times, and he takes a little bit of driving to keep his mind on the job. But as you say, he went from looking probably under a bit of pressure, but when he actually put his mind on the job, he was very strong up the straight.
She just knuckles down, gets her head wobbling, and she just loves it.
Yeah, she's probably one of my favourite horses to drive at the moment. She's a hell of a character, and the job, what Fred must have to put up with during the week, from the stories he tells me, is he deserves every win he gets. She's certainly got a mind of her own and does her own thing, and she can be hard work getting her in the cart down at the stables and then out on the track. Sometimes she gives me a bit of a hard time, but come race time, she's just all business and just wants to win. So she's a real thrill to drive.
Fred's just up there. We might get Fred to come down. I'll have an interview with you in a sec, Fred, if you don't mind. Greg will take her out of the cart. You'd like taking her out of the cart, wouldn't you? This horse, when mares get in form, especially trotting mares, they just get into the groove, and this one's just is in the groove, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, every sort of start, she just kept stepping up and, you know, raising the bar a little bit. I think Fred, you know, threw into the deep end against the best ones around pretty much at the moment last week. And, you know, she fought on very bravely to only been beaten just over a length. So, yeah, look, she's just going from strength to strength. When I first started driving her, we were trying to be a bit conservative and just save her for one quiet run. But, yeah, I've just got that much faith in her now. I can put her into the race and need be, and I know she's going to give her all.
I'm so excited to win a race on this horse for the syndicate, and they don't have her for much longer. The lease runs out, and I was just been dying to try and win one. She runs a lot of seconds, obviously, and we thought tonight might be the night where she, you know, might hold the front and get the job done. And I'm just, yeah, so happy for them all that she was able to do that, and it's just topped it off perfectly.
I thought it was a bit of a battle of tactics early when I looked at the form, and thought there might be a few people up vying to try and have attack, but everyone was happy to let you get there. And then when you got there, you just got away with murder, didn't you, in front that first half?
Yeah, initially I, you know, chased her out a little bit just to make it clear, to try and be clear of everyone, to not get across and grab hold and have them think that I, you know, wanted to relinquish the front. And so I tried to make that clear. And yeah, like there were no moves in the race, so I was just able to do what she wanted. I sort of asked her a little bit at the 800, and she took off up the back straight too much, and I had to sort of grab hold of her, and then she got to the last corner and dropped a little bit as she does, but not too bad. And then she hit the home straight, and away she went again.
And it was a brilliant race to watch, and just the speed the two mares let down with from the 400 metres, it was just exhilarating, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you know, they're both great mares, and we both had soft runs, and when Greg went at the 600, Tails had to be pretty sharp to stick with her, and yeah, she was, you know, able to haul her in, but the other male went great as well.
Gavin came round, kept you a little bit honest, but didn't put a lot of pressure on you, and you were just able to dictate the race, weren't you?
Yeah, he, once those couple of scratchings come out inside him, we thought we'd use his gate speed early and just have him in a forward spot. And yeah, like you said, he was Gav come around early, and you know, it was an honest race. But this fella, he was he's worked pretty sharp through the week, so he's shown it tonight.
Had everything under control, didn't you?
Yeah, it looks like I had everything under control, and horse went good.
He went very good. Timmy's done a great job with this little horse. I think it's at 6 starts now for him for four wins since he's had him. Grey horses, I think they always stand out nicely as well. But he looks a lovely horse to drive. In all fairness, he just looked like he was coasting half up the straight.
Yeah, he still had plenty in the kicker, and he's still learning his caper. And Timmy's done a wonderful job since he's got the horse. Like he said, he's had four wins from 6 starts, and it's a credit to Timmy to turn the horse around, and he's gone places.
A great finishing burst, hasn't it?
He has, when he's in good form, and at the moment he's a very happy horse and racing accordingly.
He seems to get a little bit funny early. I didn't see him tonight, I'll be honest. I wasn't watching him early on, but once he finds that action and gets it, he is improving, and he's a big raw horse. You can see him standing here. He's not actually blowing that hard, but there's a lot of scope for improvement. He is a horse that in another year's time he could be racing down here all the time.
Yeah, I think he's always showed that he's got the scope to probably race at metro level, and the way he's hitting the line at the moment, yeah, he wouldn't be out of place being in, well, MO as we used to know it, but metro level race, yes.